I'm Ted Glenn. My business is Cloud Managed Systems. I've been in the security industry for just over 30 years, in all sorts of different aspects of security, from electronic to the manpower side of things as well. I've been focusing on the electronic security component probably for about the last 20 years. The primary thing that differentiates Cloud Managed Systems from others is that cloud-first approach. In the past, and even today, a lot of installers are focused on hardware-based solutions. Those solutions require often either single-door controllers or four-door controllers that are in a central location that require lots of cabling to go to those individual locations. And with cloud-based solutions, I'm actually able to utilize either existing network infrastructure or install new network infrastructure to utilize that infrastructure instead of the old cabled solutions. So in doing so, being an IP connected device, it becomes a cloud managed device. The advantages to the customer are, again, there's things such as reduced cost of installation, reduced cost of hardware installation, reduced cost of hardware maintenance, and a far greater uptime of that hardware. So things where previously in the past, if you had a server go down, you're unable to use your services altogether. Whereas now with cloud-based service, we're looking at cloud infrastructure to manage that instead. So things like firmware upgrades can all be done remotely. So remote access is a big component for my business, and it's a major part of where I'm going. A lot of people, a lot of customers I've found have struggled with, first of all, trying to find the right installer, as well as finding the right products to suit what they're actually looking for long term. So a lot of times people are of the belief that they may just want to have access control on the front door, only to find that there's other benefits in having access control throughout the premises, including office doors, etc. So looking at keyless solutions is something that a lot of customers have overlooked in the past. The benefit of having those keyless solutions is something that's been missing. Other difficulties customers have found has been the ability to integrate with other systems, so including things like CCTV. The integration of CCTV into access control means that there's more visibility and accountability of who's coming in and out of doors. So again, in the past with traditional card-based systems where a user's been issued with a card, they can potentially let other people in with them. So it's known as tailgating, but with CCTV integration with access control, you're able to reduce the tailgating and therefore increase the security within your business. Interestingly enough, I came across Airfob. I'm always looking at new solutions. So traditionally, I guess people have been stuck with the one mindset of sticking with the one product all the time. I've kept an open mind to looking at true cloud-based solutions. And when I saw Airfob, immediately I found a close fit for my business and where I wanted to go with it. In that it was, firstly, yes, a small enough business, again, like I was speaking about before, about having a small enough business that you're able to keep in touch with customers and what they're actually asking for. I found that Airfob was actually willing to listen to where we wanted to go with our future in the cloud. And there have been small development things that have actually, I believe I've contributed to and been able to help with that product growth, which helps my business as well as their business and other businesses, of course, throughout Australia that are looking to use cloud-based access control solutions along the way. One of those biggest integrations would have to be the CCTV integration, whereby being able to have CCTV linked with access control events means a lot to businesses that are trying to minimise the amount of people that are tailgating into their doors. My customers have found the use of mobile credentials to be really beneficial. Of course, people find it difficult to grab a hold of the concept to start with, but as soon as you mention things where they're always using their phone anyways, that people always bring their phone wherever they're going, and that rarely would lose their phone, whereas it's quite easy to leave behind a credential such as a card or a fob or those sorts of things. So always having a mobile credential on your phone, being able to present that to a reader has been a huge benefit. With the introduction of the hands-free mode, People have been able to walk near to the proximity reader and don't even have to pull their phone out of their bag or out of their pocket or whatever in order to get through the door, which has been a big one as well, because a lot of times you could be shuffling through your bag in order to find a card or a credential of any type. If your phone happens to be in your bag and you're able to just walk up within proximity of that door and the door actually unlocks for you and you can just push through that door, pull that door open, there's been big benefits. The introduction of mobile credentials has been big benefits to the business. Some of the pain points I've been able to resolve in introduction of Airfob credentials has been the ability to provide a remote credential to people. So a lot of times, especially in the co-working space, people are required to come by and pick up a card, for example. In this case, we can issue a credential on the fly from anywhere in the world via the web, be it a web link or through a mobile credential itself, and through that app it gets loaded onto the phone. So it eliminates the need for anybody to actually pick up a card. Being able to program the card at any time from anywhere in the world has been a huge benefit to my customers as well as to myself. In being able to diagnose problems remotely. So in the past where technicians have been required to go out to site, a lot of times I can do fault finding remotely just by logging into a device to see what's going on. So including things like audit trails, for example. So if someone hasn't been able to get into a particular door at a particular time, it may have been because they haven't had access at that time. So having a focus on cloud-based solutions that are remotely accessible has been a great benefit to my business as well as the customers I have.